Imagine studying for a test meticulously, reading countless books, revising multiple notes, and even watching video lectures, but getting mind blocked and failing to remember a simple answer from the vast syllabus that you have studied on the day of your exams. What if I tell you that there is a single, scientifically backed, evidence-based study technique that will help you to remember everything that you have read and recall it perfectly on the day of your exams? I am talking about active recall. Every single one of you has used active recall in some or the other way without actually knowing it. Let's say you are giving a viva, and as usual, you will forget some things and not be able to answer a few questions, and your teacher scolds you about it. Later that day, you go home and read about the questions that you got wrong in the viva. Now 2 or 3 months have passed and you try to recall what was asked in the previous exam's viva. I bet the only questions that you remember are the questions that you got wrong and found out the answer after going home. Your brain is like a large cupboard, and the information that you feed it is like small tiny things that you keep in this cupboard and forget where you have kept them. And you keep filling this cupboard like crazy on a regular basis. You're bound to forget the location of certain important things. Actively recalling information helps you build synapses in your brain and improving your memory. It's like creating a visual map for the location of small tiny things that you have kept in this cupboard so that you can find them easily next time you need to find them. Backed by a tons of scientific research, active recall is hands down the best study technique that will help you ace your exams. In this video, I will tell you a stepwise guide to what I call an active recall protocol. I'll also tell you some fun ways in which you can practice active recall and make your studies less boring. As a medical student, I had to read hundreds of books throughout my MBBS career. Considering the vast syllabus, reading them even once was a great accomplishment. Forget about reading them twice or thrice. So I needed a method to read them once and apply this knowledge in my clinical skills and never to forget this knowledge, what I have read. Which brings us to the first step of the active recall protocol, that is reading your text. Your text is divided into certain chapters, and I will advise you to divide these chapters into a group of 1 or 2 pages and go through these pages all at once. After you complete reading 1 or 2 pages, we will follow the step 2 in our active recall protocol, that is forming the questionnaire. Take out a blank page in your notes and keep it aside with the pages that you have just read right now. Review the text and write all the potential questions that you think could be asked in your exams or viva on this blank sheet of paper. While writing the questions, be precise and short. Mostly write 1 or 2 words questions and don't over-explain the questions. Repeat this process for the entire chapter. Once you have completed this process, you might have reduced a 10-page chapter into a single page of questionnaire, that too without writing anything of the material given in the text. The next step is by far the most important step in the active recall protocol, that is retrieving the information from your brain. Close your books and try answering all the questions that you have just written. Science tells us that you only remember 10% of what you have read and 90% of what you do. While you are answering the questions, you are actively forcing your brain to remember what you have just read right now. This will help you to remember 90% of the things that you have read. If you are not able to answer certain questions, underline these points in your text and revise them again. But there is a slight problem with this technique. As all humans are gifted with the ability to forget, the forgetting curve shows its effect, and you will eventually forget some of the things that you have read using active recall. To counter this, we also have to use something called as spaced repetition. Pause this video right now and see this spaced repetition timeline at the bottom of your video, which shows the durations in which you have to revise a certain topic to remember it permanently. Active recall might sometimes get boring, and boring stuff is no fun to study. To tackle this problem, you can use different methods of active recall. Number 1 is blurting. In this method, take a blank paper and write whatever you can remember from the topic that you have studied. Write all the important points. After finishing writing, check out the text and fill in the missing blanks. This way, it helps you to recall the subject actively, simultaneously practice for your exam writing skills. The next method is using flashcards. Write questions on one side of paper and answers on another. Use it to recall actively. You can also use digital apps like Anki for the same. You can also give practice tests, which are nothing but time-consuming way of actively recalling something. The last method is my personal favorite, and it's to teach the topic to your friend. This way, you can actively recall the topic and your friend gets to learn something new. If you have came this long in this video, consider subscribing to my channel and also leave a like down in the video, which helps in the YouTube algorithm.